Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Nixon now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 27. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Dillon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does. And I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Play fake. Mariota out to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Falcons are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Patterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race. But how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mariota on 1st down. Steps away. Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll run with Patterson. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. 4th down, Mariota. Got his man. It's London. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, 43 yards. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 39, Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Flushed out right. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards,
and he can't get rid of it, he's taken down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
After the sack on first down, Mariota, he'll buy some time right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4. Push him back. Push him back. James, hey, leg.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers now on 1st down. That's Tunyon bringing in the quick throw. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Rodgers to throw once more. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. Now it's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Rodgers now to throw. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers, and he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Packers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now Patterson to start the drive. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Mariota. Rolling to his left. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And 22 more yards there and another first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And again, it's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. This is caught. And the Packers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Here's Rodgers. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Rodgers going to throw. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tunyon from 10 yards out. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On play action, Mariota. On the move to his left. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Now Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On third down, Mariota. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And this is taken in at the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. To throw is Rodgers. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
On the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Here's Patterson again. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. straight ahead, Patterson. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Patterson running between the tackles, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is.